Hi everyone, Canoopsy here. Many of you know me as an iPad Pro user, and I use the iPad for school, work, entertainment, pretty much everything. I'm kind of a big fan of the iPad experience. And the iPad Pro has also kind of remained the king of Pro tablets for quite a while. Then the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and S7 Plus dropped, and this is kind of the first true competitor to the iPad Pro. It matches it in value, hardware, accessories, design, and software. Mostly. So this is my review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus as an iPad Pro user. Now, this is not going to be a video where I just bash the Tab S7 Plus and worship the iPad for like 10 minutes, because that's not what we do here. And also, the S7 Plus is really good. So first, let's talk about the design, build, and accessories. The thing looks sleek, and in your hand feels incredibly solid with the aluminum build. It's thin, light, feels excellent. The quad speakers get loud, sound great. There's a USB-C port that supports 45-watt fast charging and transferring files, of course. And the front camera for video chats is actually centered in landscape mode, which is excellent. Much better than the iPad Pro's kind of weird side-mounted camera. This is better. At the back you have dual cameras, standard and ultra-wide, that are more than powerful enough for scanning documents, taking photos, and whatever else you want to do with a tablet camera. And of course, being a Samsung device, the display is also incredible. It's 12.4 inches, 120Hz Super AMOLED, 2800 by 752 resolution, HDR10+. Basically, it's one of the best displays on any tablet available, period. For movies, gaming, work, whatever, your content will always look great. And for watching movies, the aspect ratio is much better than the iPads. You get less black bars when watching movies or YouTube videos, and it's good for work as well, but you don't get as much vertical height. And there's also an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is about as good as Samsung's phone scanners, meaning it's okay. So that's the tablet's hardware. Now, the accessories are a bit of a mixed bag. First, the S Pen. I have basically no complaints here. The S Pen is fantastic. For writing notes, drawing, sketching, navigating the tablet, it's beautiful. With the 120Hz and super low latency, it feels like writing on paper with this pen. There's basically no delay. The pen feels great to hold, it's lightweight, the rubber tip is great for writing on the display, and the pen stores on either the top of the tablet or at the back on this glass window. Both are magnetic. Now, the pen doesn't need to be charged like an Apple Pencil for writing and drawing, but only needs to be charged for those Bluetooth air gestures, which I've never used once, nor do I really plan to. But the back is where the pen charges wirelessly. And also, the pen does come with the tablet. You don't have to buy it separately, it comes in the box, so one less expense. The keyboard is just alright. It comes in two parts, the keyboard and the back cover stand portion. So the keyboard and trackpad themselves are really good. Great tactile feedback when typing, plenty of key travel, a full row of function keys. The keys feel great as well. They have this really nice kind of matte coating. It's great to type on this tablet. And the trackpad is responsive, the click is satisfying, gestures are smooth, it's really good. There's no complaints here. The rest of the keyboard case kinda sucks though. The keyboard uses clips and magnets to hold on to the tablet, and those clips don't often align with the holes on the tablet. The magnets are also quite weak, and the keyboard just falls off very easily. And the back portion. It connects with magnets which are strong, so that's good, and has storage for the pen as well. And the angle adjustment is basically unlimited, it's quite beautiful. What's not great though is the build. Out of the box, mine's already peeling. It uses this kind of weird, very thin adhesive strip it seems, just really not the best build quality for this piece. But besides all of that, these accessories take the tablet from a tablet to more of a computer replacement. And on that subject, let's talk about specifications and performance. So under the hood we have the Snapdragon 865 Plus, 6 or 8 GB of RAM, 128, 256 or 512 GB of storage, and microSD card support, so you can add even more storage to this device up to 1 TB. But with all these specifications, what can you actually do with the S7 Plus? Well, you can use the S7 Plus in this tablet mode, which is similar to a regular tablet or the iPad layout. You have big apps on the home screen, you can add widgets. It's pretty much a blown up phone interface. You can still multitask, it's easy to write out quick notes, watch videos, read books, view websites. It's a tablet. Or with the key press on the keyboard, switch into DeX mode. Now this is a game changer. You go from the simple tablet UI into more of a desktop style UI, and it's completely optimized for the tablet. Super slick. And now you have a bottom taskbar, easy quick toggles, you can pin apps to the desktop, and you can open apps in full screen and multi-window. So you can have floating windows of apps, games, whatever. And that alone lets the Tab S7 Plus kind of be the leader of tablet multitasking. It's killer. And you can plug the tablet into a larger display, making it even more like a regular computer combined with this desktop user interface. But let's talk about apps for a second. Now, Android has gotten a lot better, but it still does lack a few apps here and there. If you're doing light photo editing, you should be fine with Lightroom or similar apps. If you're doing presentations, spreadsheets, documents, you have Microsoft Office. If you're sketching, there are some great apps like Clip Studio, which is quite similar to the desktop version and in some ways more advanced than Procreate on the iPad, as well as Infinite Painter and Samsung Pen Up. All of them are great for simple mock-ups or rough sketches, or even more advanced pro art pieces. These are great apps. For note-taking, Samsung's own Notes app is killer with all of its new features, making it one of the best note-taking apps on really any device, as well as OneNote and Squid Notes, and plenty more. And this tablet leads with gaming. All of those regular mobile games perform well, you can still get Fortnite if you want, and on Android, the large game streaming services like Google Stadia and Xbox Game Pass work perfectly and look amazing on this screen. On iOS, those apps aren't available and may never be available. And of course, the games perform incredibly well, even the more advanced ones, on this device. That all sounds really good, but what the Play Store kind of lacks are those creative-focused pro apps. There's really no strong Photoshop or Illustrator alternatives, not many strong layout or design apps, no advanced video editing apps, well, there are a few, but they are quite limited, and a few other areas where developers have made excellent pro iPad apps like Affinity Photo and Designer, LumaFusion and others. Those are kind of missing on the Play Store. The iPad also integrates better with Apple computers and phones, while the S7 Plus integrates better with Android and Samsung phones, as well as Windows computers, especially now with Microsoft and Samsung's much improved relationship. So that's also a determining factor if you buy the iPad Pro or the Tab S7 Plus. If you're already in the Android world, it doesn't really make too much sense to join the Apple ecosystem and have to rebuy all the apps you bought on Android. This is that great iPad alternative for Android users. And finally, using this tablet all day over the last couple weeks, I've been quite impressed with the performance and speed. There's no lag, dropped frames, or delays, as well as the battery life. And I've had no problem getting through a full regular day of usage watching videos, doing schoolwork, sketching, no problem, so battery life is good. Okay, so the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is really good, and it's kind of the first time when the iPad Pro has even had any competitor to actually worry about in this tablet space. And also, the S7 Plus is slightly cheaper than the iPad as well, especially with the S Pen being included in the box. But if what I've talked about today with the S7 Plus has interested you at all, I gotta say, if you do choose this tablet, you're gonna love it. It's great for work, entertainment, pretty much everything, and it is easily the best Android tablet ever made. Now before we end this video, I just want to say thank you to all of you for 200,000 subscribers. That says 200K, not Zook. Thank you all for everything. This is an absolute dream come true. You have no idea how thankful I am for all of you out there. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. You all are amazing. And that's it for this video. Comment down below your thoughts on the Tab S7 Plus and the iPad Pro. If you could choose one of these tablets right now, which one would it be? And like the video if you liked it, subscribe, and thank you for watching.